Hello everybody, my name is Adam Baguette, and I sat down with Team Liquid at the San Diego Winter Major to discuss their team and their players. Enjoy.
My name is Oski.
My name is Zato.
My name is Chronic.
My name is Xpére.
It's twice this season that you guys have gotten off to a somewhat slow start in the split, but come out to qualify for the major in a strong fashion, ending with winning the tournament. What sort of bits of wisdom do you tell the lads to get them back on track during the split, so to end off things?
I don't think there's really like something I'd say. It's more like every time we go into the first regional, we get surprised by some of the teams with how they play the game, and we end up just having to adjust to them as the meta keeps changing, and we are just better than them and just keep doing better results than them, and that's what happens every time.
The best rivalry is starting to build up between you and Carpenter, considering you guys have faced each other 3 times in the regional finals so far this season. You currently have the upper hand. Is there a way you guys play against Carpenter that other teams have not kind of figured out yet?
We play our game, we focus on ourselves, try to play our play style the best, and that's basically what we do.
A lot of fans tend to single you out when things get tough because you're older and you've been around longer and your teammates are newer to the scene. When the pressure gets like that, you still always manage to come up top and perform in dominating fashion. How have you grown to handle the pressure of big matches and when fans get really critical on them?
I think that the only thing I do is probably whenever I'm gonna start the game, I see all the name of the players on the field, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm better than them. I try to give confidence to myself. They try to give confidence to themselves as well. We try to give confidence to all the team, and that's basically what we do.
Most French players at the top tend to slowly creep towards making a French super team, but you guys have stuck through thick and thin from Spring Split when you guys formed. Do you believe that the cultural and language barrier between you and your teammates has made it harder to be closer friends, or is that not a thing at all?
I think it's not a problem. The language can be a problem for the outside the game, but inside it's not a problem.
You guys are able to be friends more.
Yeah.
So today you guys beat Vitality, guaranteed you guys a spot at top 4 at the major. You finally broke the curse of top 8 at events. Did you, going into the series against Vitality, was that thing in the back of your mind thinking, oh, we might just bump up to get top 8 because Vitality started to look better and better throughout the series? Was that something in the back of your minds?
I think not before we play, but if the things start happening that happened before, you tend to get a vibe of so for example, we were up 3-1, they won a game, and then we kind of got the vibe of Genji when we lost to them in the Rotterdam. So not really before, but mostly during the series.
And during the event, when those issues start to arise, how do you guys prevent from entering a bad mental state and just push through out there?
Usually it's Xpére. He shouts at us quite loud, to be honest, and tells us to focus up because we're better than the other team, and that usually works. So yeah.
So when I was talking to a couple of other teams, namely Complexity, they were telling me how they live in a team house and that helped with their synergy and becoming closer friends off and on the pitch. I know you guys are particularly young, but that feeling that you get in boot camps, do you guys feel that's been beneficial and you want to spend more time together IRL? And if that opportunity arises when you guys get older, a team house, would that ever be something you've talked about in consideration?
Yeah, I mean, the team house, we've said it once, but it's kind of impossible because we're all still in school. But about the boot camps, the 2 times we've won a regional, or 2 times we boot camped, and all the other ones we haven't. So I don't know, just the vibe at a boot camp is way better than online.
Is it something you plan on doing more consistently throughout the split? So instead of winning only 1 regional, maybe you win 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, we do, but school again is just impossible to do that. Especially for the Boston major. Oh wait, hasn't. It's probably not. Oh, okay. I don't think we can't do any regionals at the boot camp because of school exams and stuff. Especially from me, all of us have exams in that week, every week, so just can't do it.
Some players, when they reach the top, they make that decision to put education, at least put it to the hold for a minute. It sounds like you guys are kind of prioritizing that in that sense. Will there ever be a point, no matter how successful you get, where you actually consider maybe taking a step back from your education to pursue Rocket League more full-time?
From me, yeah. I don't think I'll go to college, depending on how we are doing.
It depends. If the game is still growing up and stuff, I just finished like my 2 years of school and then I stay in Rocket League.
I'll stay in Rocket League, but I'll keep going to college. Maybe I can just like there's something in Portugal where you can freeze your curriculum, something like that. Yeah, and then you can just come back like 5 years later. So I might just do that, but yeah, I'll go to college.
I was in uni. I did quit uni because of this, because it was quite hard to keep up with because I had to miss like an entire week of exams in uni because of a major. So after that, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be like making extra hours just because of this. I'll just keep in Rocket League and maybe one day in the future just go back to uni if Rocket League doesn't work out.
Regarding like your families and supporting, being supportive, you guys have to travel to boot camps, and then you guys have to travel really far away. This is like 12-hour flight all the way to Europe. So do your family attend all the events, and are they extremely supportive, or did they start off being a little bit skeptical, and then the more you played, they were like, okay, we understand?
My parents are always supportive, like every time since the beginning. When I showed them the first contract I had, of course, before they thought this was a joke. Like every parents think that, but now they support me every time. Like they're here today as well. So yeah, my parents are always supportive.
Yeah. Like my parents, I had to kind of convince them at the start because they're Polish, so they didn't really understand English, for the say. But as we progress, it got a lot easier to just go for events and skip school. Yeah, kind of it.
Yeah, same. It's like they support me, but they can't come because of work, etc. But yeah, they support me.
You guys have obviously a very talented team mechanically. All three of you are very capable and will probably be superstars on many of the other teams. And I think when you guys first started playing at the end of last season, it was very much like chaotic almost, right? I feel like you guys were very willing to be risky and throw a lot forwards at offense. And it feels like you guys have struck a much more balanced style of play now. Is that something that was a big focus, shifting from last season to this season?
No.
Or is it just kind of an organic change that happened as you guys got?
Yeah, we were just really we're focusing on because the entire team, everyone is mechanically better and faster than everyone. So I wanted as a coach, I just want them to be faster than everyone in the lobby. It's it was our main focus. After we played EG, when we lost to them on the top 8 of the first regional, we were like, yeah, this is not working anymore. We need to start slowing down the pace. It was Aski that started the conversation. Obviously, me and the Chronic already in talks for a while about how we wanted the play style to be slowed down, but we didn't want to make any changes out of nowhere because in Rotterdam it didn't work because of one game. We were 3-1 up against Genji, so it's maybe this works, just didn't work this. So we didn't want to force it, but after the top 8 with EG, things didn't work out, and Oski said, yeah, boys, we need to change this, it's not working anymore. And after that, I was ready already for months to change the play style, and a week or two we changed it, and we did the top 2, and then after that we just kept improving at it, and then we won the regional, and now we're here.
Does that feel comfortable for you guys? Is that something that you all enjoy? Does everyone feel like they're able to, put their best foot forward in the team?
For me, yes. In the beginning, we would say that I was probably playing more for them. They would do their job, and I would just be there. They know that. They knew I didn't like the playstyle at all. It was just working. So when it started not to work, then we decided to change, like Xpére said. And then now I feel I'm more into the team and I can play the game I want. Yeah. And yeah, of course, I'm more comfortable.
Yeah, same as you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of had the same feeling for Chronic. I kind of knew we didn't like playing it, or Chronic especially, but because it was we weren't losing, we were doing well, so we just stayed with it. And as soon as we started doing bad consistently, that's where we kind of had to just change because it wasn't working.
So Xpére, you're one of the few coaches that don't have professional background in playing and competing, and of course you picked up 2 really young players that are first time RLCS experience with you. I want to ask the players, how has that experience been playing with or being coached by someone who necessarily hasn't been participating in the events but has been watching? And for you, how has it been dealing with really young players that are new to the scene, very impressionable, the maturity and decisions and whatnot? How has that been
The maturity part is always you can't talk too much about it. When I was 16 years old, I know how I was. They're 16 years old, the Chronic is the oldest one. And in the beginning, it was a bit stressful, as always, the maturity part. But I think it's the part, they can say the same. I think there's a lot of ex-pros coaches that they go to coaching and they don't know what they're doing. They think they know what they're doing. They go to their teams, make them overthink the game. They don't know what they're talking. Teams just underperform more than they should. A lot of coaches go there, join a team. The teams just do the exact same results. So it's like, I don't think there's really a debate when it comes to a coach having any like pro background or not background. It's like, if you're a good coach, you're a good coach, and that's the deal, honestly.
I mean, I started getting coached by him when I was like 13, so that was a long time ago. In the beginning, it was hard, of course, because like I knew as a player I was better than him. So I was like, I mean, I understand more than him. But then I had like so I had like a Portuguese semi-pro that told me, yeah, you have to trust him. Like, I'm teaching him some stuff, so he's gonna teach you the same. And I was like, okay. Then I started like having replays with him. We started focusing on like me becoming a pro, and then everything worked out.
He kind of took me under his wing when I was like 14, before I even was 15, and he coached me when I was like playing tournaments with Seiko and Xpére. He did me like individual coaching, and then I don't know, we just clicked from the beginning.
Me, I just got lucky because like if I'm there, it's because of him. So like I was a bubble player and stuff. He wanted to try with me. Then the scrim goes well, etc. Yeah, like he's a good coach.
I'll ask you, was there ever like that period in the beginning when you got coached by him where you were like skeptical because he wasn't a pro? Because Chronic talked about in the beginning not really trusting him, and then getting from the semi-pro like, oh, actually you should listen to what he says. Did you guys have that period, or were you immediately like, I have it in him?
I trusted him from the beginning because he was obviously, I knew he was coaching a Chronic, and a Chronic was like a lot better than I was at the time. So I just like, okay, he's made a Chronic good, why can't he make me good? You know, it's like same thing.
Yeah, it's the same. Like he's a coach, I'm the player. Like he knows what I'm doing wrong and what I'm doing well. So yeah.